Have you ever caught yourself wondering, is there something more going on between us? Maybe it's the way your conversations last a little too long, or how your eyes meet and neither of you looks away. It's subtle, unspoken, but undeniably real. I've spent years studying emotional psychology and the science of human connection, and one thing I've learned is this: we often feel the truth before we admit it. So today, I want to give you clarity. Not guesses, not wishful thinking. Just 5 clear psychological signs that reveal when two people mutually like each other, but might be too scared to say it out loud. Because love doesn't always scream. Sometimes, it whispers. Sign number 1, mutual eye contact that lingers. Let's start with the eyes because they're not just windows to the soul, they're mirrors of emotion. When two people both like each other, eye contact feels different. It's not forced, it lingers. There's a quiet pull in the gaze, a kind of electricity that doesn't need words. Psychologically, when we're attracted to someone, our brain releases dopamine just from looking at them. And when they hold that look back, without flinching, without turning away, it means they feel that same rush. It's not about staring, it's about those charged glances, the ones that last just a second too long, where time seems to slow down and the rest of the room fades. You'll notice it in crowded places, group settings. Everyone's talking, but your eyes keep finding each other. Again and again. That's not just coincidence, that's emotional gravity. Most people look away when they're nervous, but when someone likes you and they sense you like them too, they hold the look, because in that moment, it feels safe and real. Sign number 2, mirroring each other's behavior. Have you ever noticed that you start to move like them? Or that they shift their body just after you shift yours? That's called mirroring, and it's one of the strongest subconscious signs of emotional connection. In psychology, mirroring is a social bonding mechanism. It happens when two people feel aligned, safe, and emotionally in sync. It's not something we think about, it just happens. You cross your arms. They do too. You laugh a certain way. They echo it. You lean in, and seconds later, so do they. It's like you're dancing without even knowing the steps. Why? Because your nervous systems are attuning to each other. When we like someone, genuinely, we want to connect, to sync, to feel close. And mirroring is the body's way of saying, I see you, I feel you, I'm with you. You won't find mirroring in relationships that are purely friendly or distant. It shows up when there's trust, attraction, and an emotional pull that's hard to fake. So next time you're together, don't just listen to what they say. Watch how they move. Their body might be telling you everything their words can't. Sign number 3, deep, meaningful conversations. When two people genuinely like each other, the conversation shifts. It stops being about surface level things and starts touching the heart. You go from how was your day to what keeps you up at night. From what do you do to what do you want to do with your life. This kind of emotional openness doesn't happen with just anyone. Psychologically, we only open up when we feel emotionally safe, when there's a sense that the other person gets us without judgment. And here's the beautiful part. If the other person is matching that depth, asking meaningful questions, remembering your stories, offering their own truths, it's a powerful sign. This isn't small talk, it's soul talk. You lose track of time. You talk late into the night. And even in the silence between words, you feel understood. These are the kind of conversations that build emotional intimacy, the invisible thread that binds two people who are slowly, quietly falling for each other. So ask yourself, when you talk, does it feel like you're just being heard or truly being seen? Sign number 4, playful teasing and subtle touch attraction, doesn't always show up in grand gestures. Sometimes it shows up in the smallest things. A playful tease, a gentle touch, a smile that holds just a hint of mischief. When two people like each other, their interactions start to feel lighter, more playful, like there's a private joke only they understand. Psychology calls this affiliative teasing, a form of flirtation that creates emotional closeness without direct confession. It's safe but revealing. You tease them, they tease you back. And it's never mean-spirited. It's connection in disguise. And then there's touch. Not obvious or aggressive, just subtle, almost accidental. A hand brushing yours. A nudge on the arm during a laugh. A casual tap on the shoulder. These are high-risk, high-reward behaviors that we only offer when we sense mutual comfort and mutual desire. Touch, even light and brief, releases oxytocin, the same hormone that bonds mothers to newborns. So when both of you keep finding reasons to make contact, you're not just flirting, you're building emotional trust one tiny moment at a time. You'll feel it too, in your body. That tiny spark. That momentary pause after it happens. It's your chemistry, speaking the truth your mouths haven't dared to say yet. Sign number 5. Both making time for each other. At the end of the day, the clearest sign of mutual interest isn't just words or glances, it's effort. When someone truly likes you, they make time. Not because they have to, but because they want to. And when both of you are doing that, that's no accident. That's emotional investment. You find yourselves texting first or checking in just to see how the other is doing. You carve out time, even on busy days, to call, to hang out, or just to be present. Psychologically, we prioritize what we value. And when two people are subtly prioritizing each other over and over again, it's the mind and heart working in perfect agreement. This person matters to me. It might not be loud or dramatic. Maybe it's staying up just a little later to keep the conversation going, or remembering a small detail from a past talk, or offering support without being asked. And when you notice it's mutual, when both of you are showing up, showing care, making space, that's one of the clearest signs that this connection is real. Because time is love in motion. And when someone consistently offers you theirs without asking for anything back, that's more than interest. That's the beginning of something deeper. So, if you've been wondering whether the connection you're feeling is real, maybe now you have your answer. Eye contact that lingers, mirroring without even thinking, conversations that go deeper than the surface, a touch that says more than words, and most of all, effort from both sides. These signs aren't random. They're your heart speaking in their own language. A quiet language, but one that's hard to fake. And maybe, just maybe, it's time to stop second guessing and start listening to what the moment is trying to tell you. If this spoke to you, if you saw yourself in any of these signs, I'd love to hear your story. Drop a comment below. What have you experienced? And if you're ready for more real, raw psychology behind love, connection, and emotional truth, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell. Because next week, we're diving into the moment after the signs, the part where you ask yourself, should I make a move? Until then, trust what you feel. It usually knows the answer before your mind does.